Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Big Chris Live, the live stream, and then the podcast. Thanks for following along with us via Facebook for the live stream, and also thank you for those who have subscribed via Spotify, via iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, as they now call it, and also for those who have recently been checking us out, featured on DeanBlundell.com, now part of the Dean Blundell Podcast Network. My guest, well, first of all, you're looking at a Christmas tree on camera right now. That is my lobby Christmas tree. It was so big, it doesn't even fit on the camera, and it was so big that it would not fit in our living room, but luckily we had the height in our lobby, so now everybody who comes to our front door has a Christmas greeting of that Christmas tree, and now I think the guys from Amazon can just deliver it right under our tree now that it's at the front door. My guest, you can see him on the screen behind me, is a stand-up comic. His name is Chris Quigley. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, Big Chris. How you doing?
Awesome, pal. So I will just go over Chris's history, or my history with Chris. We've done a little bit of stand-up comedy with each other, or at least been in the same room as we're each other doing stand-up comedy. But also, I've known Chris only as a portrait on stand-up comedy club walls across Canada. I don't know a stand-up comedy club that doesn't have framed pictures, of all the comedians who have toured through there and been there. And Chris is certainly a road warrior. You've been out there, man, and I've seen you all over the place, and specifically Time to Laugh Comedy Club. I think you were right at the entrance there, so I always remember seeing you.
Yeah. In Kitchener.
No, it was Kingston. Same K.
Kingston,
yeah,
right.
Kingston. Yeah.
Right.
But Chris is here. We're going to talk about his book, and after last podcast, we actually had our live stream pulled by Facebook for violating the whatever their policies. We accidentally and apologetically showed some dicks. Melanie had been overwhelmed with dicks in her inbox, unwanted dicks. We thought we would shame someone, and so she flashed one on the screen for a moment, and that was all she wrote for that podcast.
Well, she put pants on, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, please do if you're not wearing pants, Chris. And we're here to talk about his children's Christmas book. It's called Josie, the Christmas Saving Cat. I'll hold it up there, right there. The Christmas Saving Cat. Chris Quigley. And who's the illustrator, Chris?
Jon Ljungberg.
And how do you know him?
I did a tour with him out west. He's also a comic. He lives in Winnipeg. And we did a tour in the interior BC for a couple weeks. And then when he used to do caricatures after the show, and he, like on the back of the book, he drew for Hanna-Barbera and Mad Magazine. Mm-hmm. So then when I decided that I was going to write a book, I needed an illustrator, and I called him up, and he was all for it. So
you guys have done stand-up comedy battle together. You've been out there in the trenches, right?
We have battled together. Yes.
Yeah, man.
There was one time we were going through the interior BC, and there was this town called Osoyoos, and for the life of us, we couldn't pronounce it. Like, we saw the sign, it says welcome, and the spelling of it is really weird, OASIS or something like that. And we stopped and got gas, and there was this restaurant beside it, so we went to get some food, and we ordered the food, and I asked the lady, I said, can you tell me how to pronounce this place? And she said A&W.
What?
Because she was saying the place of the building, not the place of the.
That's so funny. Thanks. I know what restaurant I'm in. Chris, I love that you have written a children's Christmas book, because I'm an expectant father. And thanks, by the way, for the copy. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for the copy of the book. And then also got a little signature on the inside. Flash that, baby. Yeah, collector's item. I do have to say, though, Chris, for a children's book, this cat looks awfully, how shall I say, sleepy. He's looking a little tired there. His eyes are...
Hey, he saved Christmas. Well, you'd be tired, too, if you had to save Christmas.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, he's probably burnt out, right?
Yes.
And what... So thanks for the book. I'll put this next to, I'll Love You Forever, I'll Like You for Always in the little baby library that we've started.
Awesome.
And I hope that everyone else gets a copy too. It's available everywhere, right?
Yeah, you can get it online or you can get it directly through me. The version online is, I put it out last year and I was kind of rushed. I wasn't quite ready to put it out, and I wasn't happy with the finale, but I was rushed to get it out for last Christmas. And then this year I wanted to change it a little bit. And so I redid it. And this version is more of a fun read for children and parents to read to their kids. And I think that's what I needed to do. I don't think I could have went into the book thinking I got to make a book rhyme. I think I had to have an actual story first and then go from there and make it more rhyme, more fun for everybody to read. So this book that you can only get from me is the revised version. The one you can get online through, all the bookstores online, Chapters, Indigo, Amazon. You can get it there as well. But you can get them anywhere.
Yeah, awesome. Much. Yeah. Anywhere you buy reading materials. I'm excited to have this in the baby room collection. Do you have kids, Chris?
No, I don't. But I
nice.
I come from.
Congratulations, by the way.
Not that I'm aware of, anyways.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I grew up the youngest of 7, and all my brothers and sisters had a lot of children. I was an uncle when I was 5 years old, so I've been around a lot of, I'm an uncle 11 times and a great uncle 10 times.
Holy, yeah.
So I was an uncle when I was 5, so I've been around kids all my life. So yeah, I love kids, and I wanted to, I had a lot of time off, and especially with COVID and everything, it was good to be able to have some time to rewrite the book, or at least edit it a bit. I mean, it's the same story as the one you can get online. It's just
polish it a bit, do the thing like every comic does, just polishes your jokes over and over again.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of COVID, Chris, I mean, it's been a shitty year for so many people, and now we're in the tail end of 2020. What is it, December the 9th today? How have you fared, man? You look all right. You look good. You look in good spirits. That's great. I know so many people that this year has really taken a bite out of.
Yeah, well, it has. I mean, I'm starting to lose my eyesight, and that's weird going and, being in 2020 and everything. You would. But yeah, no, I mean, I haven't done as many shows. I mean, this is the busy time of year for me. And so it's nothing. I mean, in the 9 months since this thing started, I've maybe had 6 weekends of shows.
Yeah.
And that's very small. And I miss it. And I mean, and especially the last month I really felt like a comic because I had shows like every weekend. And now I have nothing until who knows when.
Yeah, it was just a tease, right? Like it was just enough to get you out there for a moment, just to remind you of the good old days.
Yeah, I was just getting used to being depressed, and then I was all excited for a month, and then now I gotta get back to getting used to being depressed again.
Yeah, I know, man. It's a hard adjustment period, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is all I've ever done, really. Since I've never had a real job. I became a professional comedian right out of high school. I was still in high school, actually.
Wow.
And so I've never had a real job. And actually, I do dog training part-time. Well, I did it as a hobby, when COVID didn't hit. And then COVID hit, and there's a dog school, Top Dog, right around the corner here in Barrie.
Yeah.
And I just emailed the lady, Kathy, the owner, and I told her that, I train dogs. I'm not a professional dog trainer, but I've trained dogs. I know how to train dogs. I know the behaviors of dogs. I know, is there any way, if I can come in just for a couple hours maybe. And so she asked for me to come in for an interview. And this was my very first interview that I've ever had in my life. So yeah, that was.
What did you do? Did you
47 years old? At 47 years old, I'm like, what do I wear? Do I have to wear a tie? I don't know.
I was gonna say, I can't picture you walking in with a pair of Dockers and a polo. I would pay to see a photo of that. Actually,
it would be my golf attire. Really, that's what it would be. So then she hired me. I mean, it's a great facility for anybody that owns a dog and wants to get it, wants to get it trained or even socialized, because socializing is so important
Yeah.
with dogs and puppies. So bring, I might even be there. I took
Yeah.
December off. That's a great thing about Kathy too, the boss. Her husband is in a band, Even Steven, and
Well, that
and
sucks too because no bands have been able to play. Same as comedy, really.
true.
Yeah.
But the fact that she knows the entertainment industry and that's what I'm in, that she's very, lenient whenever I have gigs. I mean, I
Right. Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have many now, but she is
Yeah.
understanding for
When the
that. And
time comes, man, it's just a matter of time before we get some gigs and things start rolling again. We've
oh
had
yeah,
some vaccine news, lately. You've probably heard about that, right? They're talking vaccine, and that of course means that we'll then, get things moving again. Although now, did you hear there's the allergy? They got there's an allergy. I'm sorry that people. This I want to specify this because I don't want to be spreading misinformation. But the headline today from the BBC is the British government is saying that that you can't or you shouldn't take the vaccine if you have severe allergies to like things like peanuts or things that'll put you into anaphylactic
so
shock.
glad you said peanuts.
Why is that?
Well, just because you were talking about dicks earlier, so
Oh, yeah, that's right. The sensors are out there, right? Yeah, they're like, oh no, there was a T. It's all right. We don't have to pull them. We don't have to pull them this time. Fuck. Say that. You can say that. You can say, yeah, we can swear. I mean, of course, we're promoting Josie, the Christmas saving cat, which is for children, of course, but we're all adults here, right? Anyways, for the, I don't know any. I hope we're all adults here. I don't know anyone who's underage that checks out my material. But on the getting pulled front, that was something else, man. Sorry, that I had about 100 people who messaged me, or not messaged me, but were watching when it was live. So there's a special 100 people who have that dick experience, by the way. And only they know, and only they saw.
rare.
But peanuts, yes, you're right.
All right.
Yeah, it's
All right.
peanuts with a T in there. I don't even remember where we were. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the vaccine and the allergies.
Anaphylactic shock, right? Bee stings, peanuts, things like that. If you're prone to those, don't go there. And I'm like,
So those people will have to live with COVID forever.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Sorry.
just trying to kill out. They're just trying to kill
Yeah.
off the people who
Yeah.
have allergies. Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I don't have any. I don't have any allergies, so I don't know. I might not take the vaccine. I might stick with the allergy people and fight with them.
Yeah. I'm allergic to one thing and one thing only, and big time allergic.
What's that?
Cats. I'm afraid.
Oh.
I know.
Was my book making you a little sniffly?
No, it makes me think that maybe the magic of Christmas would allow me to snuggle with Josie.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. How does I don't want to spoiler here, but I guess I was going to say, how does Josie save Christmas?
Well, yeah, because it's kind of a if I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, of course not. No.
Just the dogs obey her. Let's just say
She's in
that.
command, right?
She's in command.
Yeah, nice. Anyways, Chris, with the vaccine thing going down now, I hope that 2021, I was talking about how 2021, people are hopeful for it, right? I think the vaccine has a lot to do with that, right? And so I hope you can get back on the road.
So do I. So do I.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, I really don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like I said, this is all I do. This is all I've done.
yeah.
And yeah.
We've had some unprecedented news this year. I mean, when you go from celebrity deaths and things like obviously we started with the Australian wildfires, and then there was the whole Donald Trump of it all, and of course COVID and everything, and everything that comes along with it, and all the stresses on everybody. But Are you hopeful for 2021? Like, are you ready to get this thing past us?
I'm just trying to live day by day right now. I'm not even really thinking about 2021. I'm thinking about more of December 10th. You know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
Wow, man, that's a good way to live, though. I mean, sometimes people get so wrapped up on the future, the past, and everything. Just going day by
Yeah,
day. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So I mean, especially this year too. You've seen so many things can just go, and you never know when
Yeah,
it's your turn. And
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really try not. I try not to think of the future too much, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. Is Josie a real cat, by the way? Is that a real?
Actually, not the name, but the cat. The look of the cat comes from my niece Christine's cat named Phil.
Nice. True inspiration.
Yeah,
Phil,
so
eh?
that's where the picture. But Phil had 4 paws. Josie only has 3.
Yeah, that's the story of Josie, right? That's the
Yeah,
individual. And then the dogs. You're a dog guy, right, Chris? Because you're talking all about the dog training.
huge
Um,
dog.
yeah, and how many do you have? Are these dogs based on your dogs?
There's a couple of my dogs or dogs that I've had that
Hmm.
are in there, and then friends' dogs, and just one dog name that I liked, so I put it in.
That's all right, man. It's your wish dog or your dream
That's
dog.
right, I
Yeah,
guess. I don't know. I just thought of it. It's Freeway. I never thought. I just love it as a dog name, and know it. I've never heard of it.
yeah.
I've never heard a dog named it, so I put it in there.
What's the weirdest dog name you've ever heard of? Because I'll tell you mine. I heard a dog called Matunis one time, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Matunis.
Matunis.
Yeah.
I like being at the school. There's a lot of interesting names, and because I don't have the greatest memory, I wish they were all named Buddy, because there's a lot of them, and sometimes they're the same. But there's a lot of clever names. One of the most clever is one of the owners named the dog's name is Kermit. Kermit the
Kermit.
dog. Kermit the dog.
It has the same alliteration, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly.
You should have one of all the Muppets too. Get a Miss Piggy and go on and so
Yeah,
on and so forth, right?
yeah.
Expand on that. Uh, anyways, Chris, I love hanging out with you, man. It's great to have you finally on the podcast. I know that you had like some computer technical problems. Your computer was
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a very technical person at all. I'm surprised I'm talking. I'm surprised I got it to work, to be
no,
honest.
man, you sound great. You look great. It's awesome, man. It just took us like a week.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It was like a week of like, just, hey, give me a call. Let's test it out now. All right, we got to go fix it again and get back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the way I roll.
On We're wrapping up the year. I don't know if you caught this news, Chris, and we'll wrap up on this story. There was alien news. Do you follow a lot of that alien stuff? No?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I believe actually on one of my tours driving from Calgary to uh, Yorkton, Saskatchewan,
No shit.
me and another comic friend, Mike Dambra, we thought we
Right.
saw a UFO in like the field, like not in the field, but this light was shining down, and at first we thought it was the moonlight, maybe shining on a creek or a
What?
fence or something, because it was following us, like it was parallel to us in this field. It was following us till we got close to Yorkton, and then it just disappeared. And then when we got there, we were talking to people about it, and the people in Yorkton, they were saying, "Oh yeah, we see all crazy lights and stuff all the time." So apparently, it does happen a lot in Saskatchewan, and I think there was a big famous one in the '70s that happened in
Out in the prairies.
Saskatchewan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So you've had sort of a sighting, or you've sort of, yeah. So you have a,
Yeah, and I know people too that have said that they've seen. So yeah, no, I mean I don't think it's possible that we're the only ones here. I mean, I don't know to the extent of what people are saying.
It's just it's so funny, Chris. Though it's just so because I ask you, like, hey, you follow the alien stuff? You have an actual eyewitness account, and when I say follow the alien stuff, I mean just read about it online on conspiracy blogs and things like that. But that was much more impressive, I gotta say, the real deal.
That's what I'm here. Buy my book.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But anyways, today the news that I was alluding to, this has made the National Post. This has made global news. I saw it on this morning, and the headline was "Aliens exist and they're bunkered under Mars with humans," according to ex-Israeli space official. And I looked this guy up, and he's 87 years old. He also has a book coming out. And I'm like, oh, this is just a stunt. Either that or he's 87 and he's, senile.
My dad's 87 and he's, yeah.
Yeah, he's starting to say all sorts of crazy things, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck. Anyways.
I think my dad said there's aliens living next door. I don't know what he was talking about, but.
Yes. Maybe a different type. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting Christmas in America. By the way, speaking of, I can't wait to hear the stories of Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners. But this guy, anyways, this ex-Israeli space official also says that aliens are here. They just don't want to alarm us. We're not ready for the information. Do you think we're ready? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if we're ready, I think. I don't think everybody would be. I think some might because but I don't know. I'm still waiting to meet someone from Iran. So
yeah.
Either way, I mean, there's a lot of people that I've never met or ever seen.
Yeah, so, like from other worldly, even our own world, right?
Yeah.
And
I've been everywhere in Canada, but yeah, anywhere. I've never. So if they're like weird looking, like we think they're looking, then maybe. But I mean, everybody's wearing masks now anyway, so
well,
we're to see them anyways.
Man, I often, this is the stuff that I sit and think about when I stare at the ceiling for no reason. I think about, how different our cultures are just on our own planet. You know what I mean? Whether it's sociological or cultural or whatever. But like even in Japan, for example, I mean, they have used panty vending machines in Japan. Like, that's a thing. And some of those Japanese game shows, have you ever watched a Japanese game show?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes,
like,
I know.
But hey, it's a popular culture. They have a lot of people there. They're successful for the most part as a nation.
Yeah, there's actually a documentary or some show on, I think it's either Netflix or that Tubi, and it talks about the beginning of the crazy game show world in Japan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think it was some guy that, just wasn't getting lucky with the girls or wasn't fitting in anywhere, and then now apparently I think he's a household name in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I knew a guy once who was a legit pop star in South Korea, and I met him, but he had all his assets seized and was kicked out of the country, or I can't remember the exact scenario, but like now he was broke or not broke.
Actually,
but
we almost there was a game show that it involves dogs too, and we might be doing it at Top Dog. So if anybody's interested in that, but the production company that I was working with on it, we got interest from a TV company in South Korea. They liked the idea. They thought we had a pilot already made and we didn't, and that's why they passed on it. But that's just something just because it just reminded me because when you said South Korea.
Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, same kind of thing though. Like he was this big deal in South Korea, and then he's back in wherever he was, like upstate New York
With
or
the aliens. So
northern New
where are
York.
the aliens hiding? Where does this guy say that they're hiding?
Yeah, so apparently they're under Mars, but like that the point I was getting at. Sorry, I went on a
They're
long
under
tangent there,
Mars.
but
They're under Mars.
was that how different other worlds must be. I mean, if we think Japan is different, like or Iran or whatever country, how different is another world on the other side of the galaxy? How they evolved, right? I find that a fascinating thing that I think about that when I stare at the wall sometimes. But
Well, speaking of aliens too, I watched that documentary on the people that were in like the Fire in the Sky, that movie.
oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Well, and this one was the actual guys there talking about it and everything, and yeah, like it seems, I don't know, there's just too many commonalities that people are saying from all over the world that it just can't be. I don't think so, anyways.
Yeah,
but.
yeah. Anyways, he says that there is a bunker under Mars with humans and aliens kind of co-mingling or co-living.
Coexist. So who are these humans? Did they sign up for something? Did they, they not pay the Rogers bill or something? You guys got to go live with the aliens.
No, they showed a dick on Facebook live stream and got fucking sent to Mars to live in this colony or whatever it is. Oh, yeah. I don't know what they don't elaborate. I think you're gonna have to buy the guy's book. I think that's the catch, right?
87. He probably forgot he said it.
Yeah, yeah. 87, and he only retired like I think 5 or 6 years ago. I don't have the article right in front of me here, but like I'm just spitballing facts here. But
that's why would you not retire? Why would you wait till you're 83 to retire?
I don't know, man. Maybe he had like bills. Maybe he had bills to pay. Maybe he has, maybe
Rogers, man.
He had a bad habit at the track. Got caught up in something.
On the alien dogs or
yeah, right.
That's an alien horse right there. That's one.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap things up with a giveaway. Now we've mentioned it a few times. Let's play. Did you pay attention? For those who are part of the live stream or who are on Facebook watching this after the fact, if in the comment section, the very first person who leaves a comment with the name of the cat in the book that Kris came up with, along with the illustrator, it's what his name again? Jon
Ljungberg.
Jon Ljungberg. Sorry, it's Ljun. It just throws you for a loop.
I
Jon Ljungberg. But if you name the cat that saves Christmas in this book, you will then get a copy of. I was just about to say the name of the book. I won't. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks for being on the podcast, Kris. There it is. There it is right there. You could find it on Amazon, everywhere you get books, as you mentioned, Indigo and Chapters. And of course, most importantly,
you could message you or you could email me at chrisquigley1@hotmail.com.
Yeah. We'll post
this year. This year was my first year selling on myself. I just wanted to see how the sales would go.
Yeah,
and they went really well. So next year I'll get a website going and stuff. But this year was my just a trial run.
Yeah, no, it's good, man.
So that's the only way you can get them off me is, chrisquigley1@hotmail.com or add me as a friend on Facebook.
Yeah, stand-up comics always looking for Facebook friends. That's the one thing that you can never have enough friends, and and get a hold of them.
Only 5,000.
Yeah, that's the limit, right? But here's the other thing too. I love the hustle, Kris, because it's the equivalent of bands or musicians will know this, or comedians too will know this. Selling your CDs off the stage. That's what you're kind of doing there. You're like, hey, just come see me, man.
Yeah. I need the attention.
Same thing, man. Yeah, but it's great, man. I love that movement. So, Kris Quigley, thank you again for being with us. Stand-up comic, do some more of these. Come back and be $10 for the book. That's it. Yeah. See, nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He's in Barrie, Ontario, but you just get a hold of him, right? But anyways, Kris, I want you to come back on the podcast. I want to do a comedians roundtable, and I want you to be part of the comedians roundtable. We'll get a bunch of different dudes and chicks together. Can I say chicks? 20? No, I don't know. Does that maybe? No. Ladies. We'll have some lady comics and some dude comics, and we'll all have a little round table. Once we can all be in the same room. That's the other thing too. There's only one screen guest, and there's a sofa here, but I don't think there's only enough space for. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna have to wait for this COVID thing. Thank God there's a vaccine. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
If you need your dog trained, go to Top Dog.
Plug City. Chris Quigley. Cheers, everybody.